I feel truly honored that somebody in Japan was thinking, you know what? What does Andrew love more than anything else? Derpy faces. You know what? We should make a series with nothing but derpy faces. And that's kind of what Peach Boy Riverside is. This is my first impressions on the series. I've watched 2 episodes of the series, so let's jump into it. Peach Boy Riverside is currently streaming on Funimation. It's running for 12 episodes. An interesting thing behind this one is that it's by the creator of Miss Kobayashi's Dragon Maid. And that's kind of an oddity there because we've only really known Cool Kyo as doing comedies. Mr. Kobayashi's Dragon Maid, Komori-san Can't Decline, and I Can't Understand What My Husband Is Saying. So very interesting to see this kind of different take from that particular creator. But yeah, so far this series is kind of interesting to say the least. It kind of opens up right into the get-go. You have essentially this girl, Sari, who is just traveling. And we'll find out over time that she's actually looking for somebody, or her brother, named Mikoto, who's actually traveling around and killing Oni. And these Onis are, as you would kind of suspect, they're not really human. There are half-breeds in this world, which she quickly runs into one called Frau, and she befriends Frau. And Frau's like a demi-human, half demon. And obviously people are not too fond of anything having to do with demons or Onis. So obviously there's a little bit of a sense of hatred towards the existence of them. So as she's traveling with Frau, she's constantly running into people that are obviously afraid of her and want her to get out. As we get into the end of the first episode and into the second episode, what we end up having is Sari ends up arriving at this kingdom with Frau because this knight of that particular kingdom seen them fight an Oni and decided to take them back to the kingdom with them. And after kind of realizing that they're not bad people, he goes to let them free, but then suddenly the kingdom is attacked by Oni. And it seems like a common theme with these Onis is that they have like these super powerful beams. So immediately one of them is like blasts open the front of the gate and seemingly kills a whole bunch of people. And then another one enters the gates as she's kind of regaining her powers. The other one enters the gate and then starts attacking people. And then Sari and Frau essentially come and attack it to, stop it. And while it seems like Sari doesn't really have any ability, often, and it was the case with the first Oni they fought that Frau helped her with, and the case with this Oni, is as she's seeing them, she seems to go into a trance. And with the first one, she didn't really do anything. She stood there while Frau beat it. With the second one, Frau is kind of disabled, and Sari decides, in this trance, suddenly starts attacking this Oni and just obliterates it. Just very effortlessly destroys it. And of course, this is creating the conundrum is that she seems to be in a trance, so after this fight, she doesn't remember anything. She didn't know that she has this power that she actually killed this Oni. And following this fight, everybody starts celebrating the two of them. Even though Frau is a demi-human, they all see that she helped save the kingdom. And obviously Sari is along with them, seeing that Sari helped save the kingdom. And they also captured this Oni that was outside of the kingdom that initially busted open the walls. And as they're with her, they decide to, because this Oni was defeated by her brother and removed its power by destroying both its eye and its horn, the two things that made it have its Oni powers, it's kind of useless. And it thinks that, I might as well be executed. I'm useless now, and there's no point. And the humans are going to hate her, obviously. So in this, Sari takes pity on her, and they run off together. And as they're leaving, another Oni shows up to this kingdom and uses another super hyper beam and destroys the entire kingdom off the map. So that's kind of where we're at right now. We've essentially had Sari meet Frau. They went to a village that hated Frau. They saved the village from an Oni. Then they get captured and taken to a kingdom where they fight another Oni and then run off with another Oni before another beam goes off. And like I said before, I think there's only a couple troubling issues I have with it so far. Obviously, as much as I joke, I don't like derpy faces, and I really don't like them here either. So that's going to be something I'm going to have to get over. But we already have protagonists with the I go into a trance and destroy everything routine. So Hopefully they get over that really quickly, because that just seems like, okay, yeah, sure. You also have this aspect that it seems like everything is all about Onis shooting super hyper beams and destroying everything. I'm not sure why any kingdoms exist in this world, because it seems like this one Oni that shows up at the end literally wiped an entire huge kingdom that probably took hundreds of years to build in a blink of an eye. And you would think if there's Onis that powerful, there would be no existence of humankind, or at least their kingdoms. They would be getting wiped out constantly. Maybe it was in slumber. Maybe that's the answer. But I think my only real true issue I have so far with this is really kind of just jumping right into the story, not really having any idea of where Sari came from or where she's going. It just kind of throws you right in. Now, granted, it does kind of give a folktale story in the background where it says that, yeah, this is the whole kind of Peach Boy concept, where this guy found a boy in the river. And in this world, it's insinuating that in this world, there were multiple Peach Boys. So it's insinuating that there are many of them, not just what seems like Makoto, who is the brother that she's looking for, not just her, who seems like she's one as well because she has the peaches in her eyes when she's fighting, but more than just that. So it's insinuating that they're probably going to go on a journey and fight a lot of different Peach Boys, or just Onis in general, and taking out Onis. I did think that the series so far has been pretty charming, which is actually a surprise to me. I do like Frau. I almost thought that they were going to knock out Frau like right off the bat and just be a thing of, this is the racism against demi-humans, it's not right, and just using Frau as a kind of a tool for that. But having Frau at least survive the first two battles indicates that we might have Frau staying with them, which I do like. I think that Frau existence in the group is pretty cute. I really do like Frau. The Oni that they're going to take with them, again, I'm not quite... It doesn't really sell me too much on why Sari is bringing her with them, because... And this is a difficulty I had with the opening when they had it in the first episode, was, okay, so this is one of those cases where somebody wipes out an entire area of people, and then, because it turns into a lolly, it's cute, bring it with the party, which doesn't really make any sense. There's no sense there of correcting it. I'm assuming eventually they'll have this Oni essentially redeemed, but I get a similar issue that I did with, I think it was Taboo Tattoo, where they had this one character essentially kill a character in the group, and then an episode changed later, and the story is literally trying to make it comical, like, haha, this character's really cute and funny, right? No, you just had it kill a character I liked, and now you're acting like it's a good guy. You can't really do that. And I have a little bit of a similar feeling to this. Now, we don't see it visually kill anybody, but you assume, based on gigantic beam and toy swords from the kids that just ran by the main character, that it killed a bunch of people. But like I said, I do think the series so far has some really charming points in it, and that's mainly through Frau. An exchange between the brother and this dog was kind of fun. So it has some charm in there. The combat sequences are not really there yet. Most of it's really just super hyper beams, and that's really all the fights are so far. So I hope at least the combat gets a little more interesting. The situations they face are a little more interesting than that going forward. But so far, it's a solid first two episodes. It has me engaged. I'm already interested in what's happening, and that's saying a lot for a series to grab me within the first two episodes. So keep in mind, it's pretty violent. People getting chopped into pieces, all that kind of stuff. A lot of derpy faces, but we'll see where it goes from here. But so far, that's my thoughts on Peach Boy Riverside. If any of that sounds interesting to you, definitely check out the series. I'll be keeping an eye on it and let you guys know if I have anything new pops up that's really interesting. I'll definitely make a video on it. I don't think this will be my weekly impressions yet, but we'll see as we go along. But I hope you guys enjoyed. As always, if you did, hit a like down below, comment, let me know what you thought of the series, or if you're going to check it out. Subscribe if you haven't already, share this video if you can, and stick with me as we go through the rest of the season and check out all the new shows. I'll definitely be making video for pretty much all of them, so stay tuned. Y'all take care.